So we heard earlier from the commissioner that, from Motor Vehicle Commission, that people who are here legally can already get a driver's license. So this bill is geared to people who are here illegally. And I have some serious concerns. We learned from the Motor Vehicle Commission that there's no check to make sure that people who are here and are getting one of these driver's licenses who are unqualified to vote get flagged at that point when the documentation's there and we know that these people aren't here legally and are unable to vote. Would you, and this question is for both of you, would you amend the bill so that the Motor Vehicle Commission has a duty for somebody who does not qualify to vote to flag them if they sign up to vote?
If I may answer for myself, not for my colleagues, but I will tell you I learned many years ago, as I'm sure you learned as well, Assemblyman, that we pass bills in this House and in the Senate, and they go, of course, to the governor for his or her final disposition. In between then and now, there is not legislation, but regulation which accompanies those bills in terms of enactment. And I have no doubt that the MVC will indeed propose such regulations, and if necessary, they'll come back to this House at some point for legislative approval if need be. But I firmly believe that that should in no way prevent, stop, withhold our strongest support today to pass this out of committee, to have it appear before the Assembly floor with the permission and blessing, of course, of the Speaker.
Through the chair, don't you?
Assemblyman, wait, before we continue. That not going on, okay. Can you write down your concern? Because I'm going to check with the Secretary of State. There is some kind of check, so I will check and get back to you. But if you write it, so I have it.
But we could put it. But the beautiful thing is, we haven't passed the bill. We could actually write the bill.
I am not considering any amendments today. I'm not considering any amendments today.
In New Jersey.
And may I respond, Madam Chair?
Sure.
Thank you. Through the chair, I would just add that we have a whole host of non-citizens that operate motor vehicles lawfully on our roadway today. Green card holders, lawful permanent residents, H-1B visa holders. There's never been any issue. I think there's a greater concern. I'm from Hudson County. I think there's a greater concern for dead people coming back to vote than there are for non-citizens voting in New Jersey, because it's not happening today with folks who are not citizens and have driver's licenses. I think that's with respect, Assemblyman, I think that would be a red herring, sir.
Your statement is it doesn't happen today.
No doubt it does, Assemblyman.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt.
And we're opening this up to 500,000 people.
If I may, sir, with your permission and the chair's permission, I will tell you that no bill that this House has ever written or voted upon has ever been so perfect at all. There's no doubt, I think, in any of our minds, nonetheless, that this bill overwhelmingly represents that which we all believe in, with the understanding, of course, that over the matter of time, as things need to be amended, they will.
Well, as I read the bill, it's overwhelmingly protective of people here illegally to prevent from any identification being retained or being divulged to prove status for voting or any other aspect of the system in place. And I'm only asking for one common sense that the motor vehicles has to check to make sure that the person, when they sign up at motor vehicles, if they're not permitted to vote, so we can eliminate all fraud, whether it's somebody here legally but not allowed to vote, doesn't vote, because the integrity of our voting system is the one thing that the citizens in New Jersey still count on. And once we start messing with that, as we have seen with the vote by mail ballots and some of the stuff that's going on where councilmen go out after they lost the election.
On the bill, Assemblyman.
I just think that we need to protect it or people lose confidence in our voting system.